How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massive Beer Reviews, back with a little bit of Star Wars theme, which means it's holiday themed. Mystery beers in the form of, we have no idea. This comes courtesy of my boy Jason from Corny Craft Beers. It's Corny with a K. Go check him out in the old Instagrams. Drop me off a nice festive box of mystery and non-mystery beers, and we're going to dive in this sucker, see what he's got. Old school IPA. Screaming it. It looks like it's going to be a rich, sweet, kind of new school, old school. Old school, new school? Somewhere in between. You know what I'm talking about. Kind of IPA. It's got that rich orange core. Just under index finger of just off-white kind of head. Nice creaminess to it. A little bit of soapy edges. Pretty uniform bubbles. In fantastic wrapping, mind you. And as far as... I don't even know if I'd really call it anything else. It's got to be. It's got to be somebody's IPA, double IPA. Not super vibrant on those. All about the OJ. All about the orange juiciness. A little bit of greenness. A little bit of pulpiness. Smells like it's going to be pretty sweet. And that's pretty much it. It is OJ all the way. It is just your classic kind of, like I said, old school, new school, old school IPA. In the vein of the stuff that kind of really started to hit the beer scene in like the early teens of the 2000s. That kind of new school, kind of hazy IPA that nowadays we wouldn't even call hazy, to be perfectly honest with you. So let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah. Citrus. You know, citrus fruit all the way. Big grapefruit component to it. A decent sweetness to it. Not super crazy over the top sweet, but it's definitely a sweet beer. I mean, that's all there is. Soft little green on the other end of things. This is kind of your classic kind of beer you would think of when you're talking about coming from Florida. You're talking about your Cigar Cities of the world. You're talking about, you know, up here, this is your kind of second fiddles of the world. You're talking about your Midwest. You're getting, even though it's not as dank or bitter, it's your kind of two hearteds of the world. Something along those lines. That kind of, those breweries that are around for a decent amount of time really started to kind of produce these kind of beers, but these are now what are considered kind of shelfy, kind of hazies. Not a bad beer by any stretch of the imagination. Nice, decent sweetness on it, even though it is sweet. It doesn't get over the top sweet because of that nice little soft bettering. Done and done. What am I going to call this? I'm going to call this somebody's 8.2% double IPA. Core 4. Done and done. So there you go. I couldn't even venture a guess. My guess is not like a Cigar City beer. It's probably somebody like Tampa Bay Brewing Company, or like even Miami Brewing, or even maybe even like a Funky Buddha or something like that. Being that it's kind of like one of those breweries that, for me, it's kind of that hop profile I would get from Tampa Bay Brewing Company. We'll see what's what. So there you go. Tampa Bay Brewing Company. Trade secrets. It's a double dry hop New England style IPA. Like I said, they would call that a New England style IPA. This is kind of very old school in that sense. It's what New England IPAs were when they first came out. So it's Core 4 beer, extra hop. That was a no shit Sherlock thing. 9.5%. So we went a little bit low on that. We're actually off. When I actually read on their double dry hop New England style IPA, I was like, holy shit, it's gonna be like 6%. It's not a New England style IPA. It's at least a double IPA, if not a triple IPA, but that's, you know, semantics a little bit there. You know, it's fine. It's tasty. You know, it is what it is. I mean, it kind of harkens back to the old days. It's a collaborative with Corporate Ladder Brewing Company. Never heard of those guys before. Label-wise, I'm not a fan. I'm not a huge fan of their labels in general, but this one's just extra specially kind of meh. But yeah, traditionally kind of old school, kind of new school, hazy, citrus, grapefruit leaning, double IPA. Triple IPA. Anyway, that's all there is to it. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better ones I've had. It's like, it's almost worthy of being in a conversation because it's a solid beer, but it really just kind of, I've had this beer 17 different times from 17 different breweries, so it's a little bit, not necessarily that there's nothing wrong with the, you know, good beer, but I could find this from a bunch of different breweries. It's nothing that isn't what a lot of breweries produce. Let's put it that way. Value and availability. I don't know Tampa Bay Brew Company's deal. I'm assuming they do a decent amount of distro. Who knows? Actually, you know who probably knows? My Florida peeps. So, Jason, Carson, you guys let me know what's what when it comes to Tampa Bay, and leave you with if you like what way you like this beer. If you like those old school IPAs, like I said, it's kind of second fiddle, sip of sunshines, those beers of the world, you will dig this one. there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. If you want to check me out doing the podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little easy right now. Hopefully see you next time. Cheers.